Hey y'all. I gotta get our prompts. Give me a second. I'm late.
Trying to find this link for
I'm back.
your back.
I'm back. All right. That's our call to action. Can't forget about that. So welcome to our first, it's our first live, I think, isn't it? Like a first
Real one.
a first real
I can't
live.
find this link.
Okay, that's fine.
He'll
Get figured out. What are we here to do today?
Well, first, hi.
Hey.
Yeah, so we are coming from sunny
LA.
LA. Yeah,
All the things.
here for
15% pledge gala.
yeah, we're here for the gala tomorrow night. Excited about that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so we are
Beyonce will be there.
hoping Beyonce will be there, and we will be honoring Tina Knowles tomorrow.
Yes. Honoring Tina Knowles and really thanking them. Before we get into selling, so we were reminded to talk about products and sell, and we want to get there.
Yeah,
but last night we were at Pepperdine and we were teaching a class. Hey Sam, and also hey RedDrop community.
Yes, I know RedDrop community.
Hey, thank you for joining our live. But we were at Pepperdine yesterday talking about fundraising, and it is so difficult for businesses like ours to get funded. And so thanks to 15% pledge and thanks to Black Ambition, those kinds of organizations make it possible for us to grow and be here. And so thank you for that. And so 15% pledge is one of the organizations that supported us last year. We won $200,000 through them, which was amazing. It helped us do all kinds of things like rebrand to Scarlet. So that is the public service announcement of the day.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it.
We are here to feature our products.
Yes.
And hopefully you're here to buy some.
Yes. All right, so let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Our product that we have on sale today is our Period Kit Plus. Only through the highlighted, so let's see, Spotlight. Somehow I know where Spotlight. I know I'm
impressed.
I listened today. Thank you, Sam. Is the Period Kit Plus. And in here there are 36 pads, 18 tampons, a menstrual cup, wipes, a to-go bag, and a bathroom pass, and a educational booklet
with stickers. Stickers are always important.
We should probably open one up. Have you all wondered, like, this to me feels like such a big kit.
Yeah,
we should open one up.
And we do get questions about what is the difference, right?
Yep.
Because this is our hero product kit that is actually wildly popular. And then we really took it a step, because we're extra, and we took it a step further with our Period Kit Plus. So everything that Monica just said, with the exception of tampons and a menstrual cup, you can get in this kit. And this is pretty much our hero kit. But what we really wanted to double down on is that girls, no matter if it's their first period or their next period, they should have all the options to decide what they want to use, whether it be just pads or whether they want to try, tampons for whatever reason. It doesn't even have to be like I'm in athletics. You just want to try tampons? Okay, fine, try them. And then a menstrual cup. So that is what the Period Plus kit is about. So we're going to unbox that one.
So here's the menstrual cup. And is anyone out there curious? Hey, Sam, we have a question from Sam. We'll get to it. Well, we'll get to this after, actually. So we'll go through actually what a menstrual cup is, because we get questions from moms about what this is and how to use it. So we'll get to that. Sam, all right. So
Sam asks, is this our first time on Talk Shop Live?
Yes, this is our first time on Talk Shop Live. And what led us to start the company?
Well, I mean, the quick and dirty is that I am a former educator, and I had a 5th grade class of all girls in a single gender environment. And those girls, most of those girls started their periods with me, and they were just really grossly unprepared. I had two daughters. One was in 5th grade at that time. Shout out to Sterling and Kamani.
What's up, Sterling and Kamani?
And one of her classmates asked me, Miss Roberts, am I dying, when she started her period? And I just knew it needed to be different. It's for every girl, my girls, every girl. And so I started creating these little kits. However, in those kits were products that I use for myself. And what I realized is that those products weren't good enough. They were uncomfortable. The girls gave us gave me feedback, and they just weren't made for girls. And so reached out to Monica, and then here we go.
Yeah, and we came up with the ideal kit for girls, because when you start your period, you may want a smaller period or a larger period. Like we often say that young girls are 4'11", they weigh 96 pounds, and that is generally the case, but every girl isn't.
Absolutely, every girl is not. And that's why we have a variety of sizes for every girl who has whatever frame she might have at that time. 2 and 1.
So starting with, don't have still stuff in there. So starting with the basis of all of our products of these pads. And so like you see, we have 4 sizes of pads, and they're in both kits. And let's kind of talk a little bit about the difference in size. So I have some examples here.
Okay.
All right. This is by far actually our code red kit. We'll get to it maybe later, but it's the best way, easiest way for me to show the difference in size. So this is size 4,
which is considered like our maximum pad, right?
Yeah.
2 sets of wings.
That's really important too. So this is the back, and especially at night if you're a back sleeper, this is great because it goes up the back of your gusset of your underwear, and then there's a regular set of wings to go in the middle of your underwear. So this really is, it's 11 inches long. It's hard to tell. It's bigger than my head. What is? But see those, it's hard to see. And there we go. But yeah, so these are really big pads, and some people really enjoy these. We have a size 3, which is, I call this a regular side pad.
Well, we call it
this is the overnight pad.
Overnight. Well, used to. Yeah. An overnight pad. And our new.
But you can see how much
heavy protection.
So this one, the 4 is 11 inches. This one is about 7 inches. Then we have a size 2. Thank you. This is our most popular size online. Size 3 and 4 are our most popular sizes in school. So there's some difference. Size 2 is what we used to call a daytime pad. And this is what I think is the perfect size for a typical middle schooler's gusset, the middle part of our underwear. If you look compared to my hand, it's just a little bit bigger than my hand. But this holds the same amount. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This little pad holds the same amount as a typical adult size 1 pad. And
that's really what we want to drive home. One of the things, because we get a lot of comments, because I read them. I'm just going to make my own kit. Right? I'm just going to make my own kit. And that's okay. We would much rather have a girl to have something than nothing. Right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. However, you can get a pad that's sized for her, that she doesn't even have to compromise, coverage and for her flow. Like, why wouldn't you do it? Like, why would you put her in something that is not made for her? Just because it's there. That's why we're here.
That's right. Yeah. And so a typical size 1 pad for a girl who's a typical size. And again, I'm not trying to say that there aren't girls who are bigger or smaller, but the average size 7th grade girl, a size 1 woman's pad will go way up the back of her underwear or way up the front. It's just, and it's too wide. So there's overlap. And so that means it can shift, it can leak. It doesn't work as well.
And I mean, the size 1 pad is the smallest pad on the market. We often hear, oh, that is such a tiny pad, but that pad holds about 3 to 4 tampons of flow.
Right.
And so if you're the the special girl in your life is, if this is an appropriate size pad for her, then this is what she needs to be wearing without any compromising of comfort and fit. I mean, and you can use it as a panty liner, but it's going to hold way more than what you think a panty liner could.
Well, and that's really why this was developed. So
Yeah.
it's the size of a panty liner, but it holds like a pad. And the reason why this is important for school age girls specifically is there you have a hypothalamic axis in your brain that does not develop for 18 to 24 months until after you start your period. And that's a whole lot of medical speak to say that you don't have a normal 28-day 30-day cycle for 18 months, and that's totally normal. So a girl can have a period in 3 weeks, she can have it in 6 weeks, and that is totally normal. So why leave her to be unprepared just because they don't want to wear a big old pad every day? So this is exactly how you protect them. It's a small product, but it holds as much as a regular pad, and they're ready regardless of when their period hits. And we need to do a call to action.
Okay, and it's thin, and for my girls who love their leggings, right?
Yeah.
Who these are perfect because you can't see the bulkiness through the legging, which for girls that's important. And so I think we created something that's perfect for every single girl, and that was our point.
And every single part of your flow, because hello, ladies, we know that days 1 and 2 heavy, days 5, 6 less heavy. So these, if and that,
or it just depends, you know, like
shout out to the mix pad. So I hate to mix it up here, right? But the mix pads have all 4 sizes in there, and it's one simple pack.
And you can get that on our website, in Ulta,
Amazon and Ulta.
Yeah.
And so wait, the call to action, if you are watching on Talk Shop Live, click the shop button. If you're watching on Facebook or on IG, I can't read my handwriting. I think it's comment the word shop.
Yeah.
And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description.
All platforms.
Yes, all platforms. Okay, so back to our Period Kit Plus. So all 4 sizes of pads are in there. Thank you.
I'm your Vanna White. You just keep going.
Let me see your nails are done. My best. The menstrual cup. Let's talk about that briefly. Who out there does? Oh, we got questions too.
Oh, okay. Let's.
I didn't realize there are different sizes of products for young girls.
That's why we're
here. Thank you, Dylan.
Dylan. That is why we're here, because more often than not, your parent, you know, we want to make whatever caregiver, you know, is taking care of a tween teen, they're basically going to give them what they used. Like, and so now we're giving them an opportunity to choose what's best for them.
Yes. All right. And Felicity's asking, when and how do you introduce your daughters to tampons? Woohoo! All right, let's talk about it.
No.
So in the Period Kit Plus, that's on sale for 30%.
Yes.
If you're watching on Talk Shop Live, click the shop button. If you're watching on Facebook or IG, comment the word shop. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description. Anyway, so tampons. So you get 18 tampons in the Period Kit Plus. Let's talk about tampons.
Let's show them a tampon, one of our tampons.
Yes. So our tampons,
organic,
100% organic cotton, and they are the smallest cotton insert on the market. So if you're concerned, especially because these are young girls, and if any of you all are in the South, my mama was from the South, and
I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah,
I always claim it.
I'm not from Atlanta, but I'm from Illinois, but my mother was from the South, or is from the South. Well, I guess she lives in Illinois. But anyway, the point is that a lot of mamas believe that a tampon is doing too much for a young girl. She's a virgin, and like you could lose your virginity.
No,
that's not.
That's a whole nother conversation.
It is.
But we need to stop it. Like, we need to stop that stigma and taboo around tampons.
It's true.
Yes.
But it is true that their bodies are small, and even if you've had gymnastics and biking, you've probably stretched your hymen, but you're still small. So this little tiny, this is the tiniest tampon. And so, to be honest with you, this is not going to hold a ton of flow. We really made these for girls who wanted something for an occasion. Gymnastics, swimming,
dance
things,
or just wanted to try them. Like,
True.
You don't have to have a special, superpower to want to have tampons. Like, just want to try them and have them as an option. I mean, I can't answer. I don't know if I can answer the question of when is the best time, but if I could go back and do it again with my own daughters, I would introduce everything at the beginning because it really empowers them to be advocates for themselves to say, like, okay, well, what do I want to try? I wouldn't bring in any stigmas about you have to insert something. I would teach them how to safely use tampons and how to change them, all the things. But I would say, okay, here are your options: period underwear, cups, tampons, pads. Okay, go for it. Which one feels better to you? Which one do you want to do? Like, and if you make a decision to use tampons, then we have to be safe. You have to be on a pretty much on a schedule. I would say that girls in school certainly can use tampons, but they just need to be very mindful of changing their tampons during their designated kind of like restroom breaks. If
Every 4 hours.
schools are really, restrictive, we know that some schools are, but they need to be mindful of changing their tampons.
Yeah, so they don't need any infections. All right,
Right.
Angela, why did you focus specifically on teens and tweens rather than a broader demographic?
Well, I mean, because this company started out of my classroom and I was teaching a fifth grade girls classroom. And when that girl asked me, was she dying? I just knew that I just wanted something different for girls. Like, to be honest, there are tons of products on the market for women, right? When a woman, a college aged young woman, can go now in pretty much any big box retailer and have
Myriad of this
walk up and
plethora-
down the aisle, right?
of options.
Yes. But girls really don't have that. They have a couple of products that have a slapped kind of teen branding on there, which is really only a size 1 women's pad. That's a secret that I'm telling the whole Beyonce's internet today, but that it is not really for tween and teen bodies.
Right.
So
as a business as well, what we
Yes.
discovered is there's a 10-year period where these products, and because she's an educator, the education is missing. So there are 26 states right now that mandate health education. And I don't know how many moms out there relied on the
health class
to introduce this conversation. If your state isn't even mandating it, it's very easy in 2026 for a girl to still think she's dying, which is very sad.
Absolutely. And we hear that. I mean, we still hear that. We hear all the first period stories from everybody we meet. And we hear those kind of traumatic stories, and we don't want to hear them
You
anymore.
really missed a good one today. I'll have to share it with you later.
Oh,
it was amazing. It was
okay, good. I mean, because we hear a lot of bad ones.
This one was amazing.
Yeah.
All right. I remember as a teen trying a tampon for the first time. I had no idea what to do and had to figure it out. Yes, Helen. So,
but good thing for us, while Monica gets, she's a doctor, so she's ready. Good thing for the world is that we have education on our YouTube, on our TikTok, on our Instagram. We have an 8-part puberty and period series where we literally teach you how to use a tampon, insert everything, and how to change them, how to clean up after yourself, why it's important. And, I didn't have that type of education growing up.
No, not at all.
And my mom did a great job. Don't get me wrong, but we just didn't have access to that type of education at your fingertips.
Yeah.
And so now I would hesitate to say, and I'm not judging, there's no excuse now. Like we have education right there. So
we're not paying attention.
Sorry, y'all. Hey.
All right. Kendra said, "Oh my God, that pill is amazing." So let's talk about menstrual cups.
Yeah,
quickly. I didn't have access to that kind of information growing up either. Yeah, that'd be more typical.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anyone out there who wants to know more about menstrual cups? Because one of those is also included in the Period Kit Plus. And just to say, if you're watching on Talk Shop Live, click the shop button. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, comment the word shop. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description to buy this Period Kit Plus
at
30% off.
30% off, which I want to shout out to Sterling, because Sterling, who's my oldest daughter, she's 27 now. She is the one that introduced me to menstrual cups.
Really?
Yes. I didn't know anything about menstrual cups because I had a hysterectomy in 2016. So I didn't have to use these things for a long time. Shout out to that. And Sterling was the one in college, right, who said, Mom, you really need to look at menstrual cups. And I was like, girl, what is a cup? And here we are.
Here we are.
Because she did some, and you know why? Because she did some she was over, she studied abroad, and it is really popular in Europe. And so let's go through it because I love it. I don't use it, but I love it.
All right. So Kendra wants to know more. So this is a menstrual cup. It's kind of hard to see against the sunny LA background.
They need to see it too.
We need to see it too. So it's bell shaped. Ours has a little ring at the bottom. It depends on the brand. It can have a stem. The main thing with this is this should not hang out of your vaginal
canal. Yes.
At all. This will be very uncomfortable. Ours are made extra small for tweens, but I'm going to be very honest with you. The menstrual cup, in my opinion, is not tween friendly. It's more teen friendly because you have to be extremely familiar with your body. And I'm going to talk to you about why. So I'm going to bring back in my favorite pillow. This is our vulva pillow. And just to orient you, this would be your clitoris. These would be your labia majora, labia minora. This would be your vaginal opening. This would be your urethra. And this would be your anus. And so to put a menstrual cup in, you need to fold it in like a U shape like this and keep it compressed. And then no one's vulva, I don't think anyone's vulva is this big, but you really put it all the way back in and it expands. And it's hard to see in the pillow, but you'll feel it pop.
And it's going to expand around your
cervix,
like suction.
Yes, it suctions to your cervix. And so like, obviously this vulva is much bigger than a typical vulva, but I had to put my entire hand in here. This much of your hand is probably going to enter your vagina to really properly insert a menstrual cup. And that takes
practice
and familiarity and comfort. Yeah. And that usually comes with some time and age. But the reason why we introduce this is we do a lot of, let's talk about how to take it out before we get to that. So when you take it out, you need to remove the suction. So you have to push in. You can't see because I'm taking it out. Inside, I'm pushing in like this to unsuction it from your cervix. And then you pull it out. And this is best done, frankly, in a shower because this will hold 15 milliliters of flow. So it does get messy, Isabel. And if you do it in the shower, all the blood and so your period is more than just blood. It's blood, it's tissue, it's other fluids. All of that just goes into the shower and then it doesn't make a mess on your hands. If you do it on the toilet, it can certainly be very messy. And then if you're like at a public toilet, then you're like, you've got that, and you've got to walk out to wash your hands. So my suggestion is to do it in a shower. The beautiful thing about these is they're self-emptying. So during the day, you'll learn how to flex your internal muscles and it comes out when you go to the bathroom. So it's not like you have to take it out typically don't have to take it out during the day. But the reason why we introduce these is because we do a lot of interactive workshops with teenage girls. And teenage girls today are very interested in sustainability and safety. And the beautiful thing about a menstrual cup is that the risk of toxic shock with these versus these is virtually zero because there's nothing to absorb. Toxic shock toxic shock syndrome is basically you become septic from a staph infection. And the reason it happens on a tampon, since I have one here open, is this is sitting in your body and it's dark, it's warm, and there's bodily fluids. Dark and warm and bodily fluid. And so this can grow bacteria. And some people who are more sensitive, you can get literally toxic and septic and you can die. It's very rare.
I was about to say that.
Very, very rare, but it can happen. But because this has no place for the bacteria to grow like this does, the risk of toxic shock is virtually zero. Now, there's been, I think, 1 or 2 reported cases in the history of time. So not saying it is zero, because I can't say that. But compared to this, it is virtually zero. So girls love the idea that these are safer. You can sleep in them. You shouldn't sleep in a tampon. And this thing right here can last you 10 years. So it's made of medical grade silicone. At the end of every period, you wash it, you boil it, and you put it in your drawer, and it's safe. So ours are Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and on our on our Instagram and TikTok, we go step by step on how to clean it, how to care for it, how to boil it safely with a caretaker if you can't use the stove. Like, we do all of that. So we're not just putting out a product and not showing you how to use it or how to help your daughter, niece, cousin, significant, like girl in your life, how to use it, because that's really important.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. And again, this is not going to be for everyone. We recognize that this is not for everyone, but it's
the agency of choice.
Amen.
And when we are fleeting in that, apparently in today's society, it is the agency of choice to be able to make a educated, informed choice about how you want to show up for yourself. And that is why we did this.
Yes. And so we have a couple more questions. So Janet, is a menstrual cup ideal for athletic girls? Yes.
Yes.
It is. For most athletic girls, a tampon or a menstrual cup are going to be your best option.
And if you want double protection, which I would suggest, period underwear to go with that is amazing. With a tampon, with a menstrual cup, slide on some period underwear. You're not going to have an accident or any leak or anything like that.
Okay, and so Nancy's asking, what is the ideal amount of times you can leave a menstrual cup in? You can sleep in a menstrual cup. I didn't know that. Yes. So, I mean, you don't want to leave it in for more than 12 hours, but yes, you can sleep in it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's your comfort.
Yeah. So back to our call to action. If you're watching on Talk Shop Live,
let's just say it.
I was told to say this multiple times. Click the shop button. If you're watching on Facebook or IG, comment the word shop. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description.
Do you want to show what else is in here? Because we haven't.
Oh, yeah. You do it. I did all this.
Okay. So we went through the 4 sizes of pants. Here, I'll give you those.
Aren't they cute? So cute. Look at that. I'm not doing it. So cute.
And then, it's great to have all this stuff. But what we tell girls is like your parent, caretaker, whoever can prepare you, can buy all of the stuff you need. But if you don't have it with you, then what's the point? If you don't remember to put it in your book bag, in your purse, and whatever. So we have these cute little pouches, and they all come in different colors. So this one is the teal. I love this color.
Yeah.
And what this is for is like, hey, you got your
let's pack one.
You want to pack
Let's
one?
pack one.
Oh, boy. Okay. So give me give me a tampon too.
Okay.
No?
Yes.
So this is designed while she's doing this. Is
2 tampons.
Okay. So we're gonna put 2 tampons in here. Let's get
some pads.
How
about some wipes? We talked about those.
We haven't talked about them, and these are the old ones, but sure. So, and then the wipes, odor branding. Okay. So, and the wipes, and so it's just designed for you to pack it. Since you have everything from your kit, pack it and put it in your purse. We get a lot of comments. I'll be looking. Okay. We get a lot of comments where they're like, oh my God, I wouldn't want my daughter to carry this that says period kit around. This is not designed for her to carry it.
This is not a purse. This is not a purse.
This is for her to put it in her bathroom, under her sink, wherever she wants to put it in her room or in her personal space. This is designed for her to put it in her book bag, for her to put it in her purse. This is what we're doing. This is just our cute packaging.
Isn't it cute?
That doesn't come up in the mailbox like this. It is not. No, it is not. Still answering your questions. I read the comments. So no, it doesn't come like this. It comes in a very discreet shipping bag. But yeah, so this is it. And so let's do the last thing, 2 more things out of there.
Wait, hold on. One more thing. So the other thing is missing out of here that will not come in your kit is you need to put a pair of clean underwear.
Oh yes, that is a
game changer.
That's a game changer. It's large enough for you to put an emergency pair of underwear in here. Yeah. And then guess what? Moms, caretakers, you don't have to, more than likely, you don't have to go pick them up from school. They can change, they can manage their care of their body at school. They can do what they need to do and go back to class. That's the point.
Ready to move on?
Yeah. So also in this period kit, we have a little brochure education. It talks about everything that's in the kit. It gives them prompts on just what empowering like education. Talks about what's in your kit, how to use it.
And so it's a different booklet in the plain kit and versus the period
Yes,
kit
because
plus.
this talks about tampons and menstrual cups, and obviously in the other one you won't have that. It also has a little period tracker for them to like circle in and track their periods. Why is that important?
Why
I know
is that
you all know why it's important, but let me tell you why it's important. Because as they're starting your period, it takes about what, 2 years
Yes.
for your body to regulate. And so you need to track your period in order to see how your body is functioning, but also not to have an embarrassing, incident where you're not prepared with your products. That's why we recommend keeping your products on you at all times. But this helps you track. And then we have
Wait, hold on, let me say the doctor may have one other thing to say about that. So the other thing about learning how to track your periods early on is even though they're super irregular, and so it'll be difficult to know when they're coming because by tracking, it's important to start the habit, because by knowing your body, you have agency over your body when you go to the doctor.
Yeah.
And so if something changes, you can say, hey, look, I've been tracking my period. You
Yes.
can take your tracker with you to the doctor or not. I've been tracking my period since I was 16, since I was 18. And my cycle is normally 5 days. Now all of a sudden it's 8. Now all of a sudden it's 9. I'm bleeding through. Your doctor now can say, oh, well, let's think about that. That isn't normal for you, as opposed to you just having not the real data to say and to create the urgency that you need your doctor to have.
Yeah, it helps you advocate for yourself.
Yes, self
and then
advocacy.
we have some cute stickers because you always need cute
Stickers.
stickers, and you can put that on your little pouch. And then finally, we have our cute bathroom pass that we get so much feedback on. Actually, I mean, really good feedback. And this is designed to say, like, hey, I might not want to have the conversation with my girls. We had a sign. We had a sign. I mean, my class was all girls, so we had created this comfortable like space. But we had a sign. That's not how it is, for everybody. So we have this cute little bathroom pass. It's really, I would say, like a little inconspicuous. Like it has, it's a little credit card, has some terms and conditions that the girl needs to understand. Like you cannot abuse it, and if you don't feel comfortable having the conversation with a male or a female teacher, because sometimes it doesn't matter gender, you're like, hey, here you go. And then you go handle, your business and come on back to class.
Because a lot of times they only have 2 bathroom breaks.
Yeah. And so that's in the kit as well. So what we have tried to do is we have tried to think of every single thing that your girl needs. That's what we've tried to do.
Mackenzie asked the question, are your products scented or unscented? All unscented.
All unscented, no dyes, no fragrance, no chlorine. We've tried, y'all. We have tried to think of everything.
So again, if you're watching on Talk Shop Live, click the shop button. If you're watching on Facebook or IG, comment the word shop. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description.
Yeah.
30% off today.
30% off today. You get the whole
shebangy bang.
Yeah, you get the whole thing for 30% off. And and then guess what? When you get it, then you can go ahead and check out, our YouTube, our TikTok, our Instagram, all of our education. And then you can be prepared if your daughter or tween or teen hasn't started their period, then now you have everything, with the exception of probably period underwear. And we sell those too on our website. But you have everything and you can lay it out. Like you could just lay it out and have the conversation.
There it is. All right, let's talk a little bit about pea patches.
Oh, yeah. I love pea patches.
We don't talk about these very often. I think these are really special, especially for early on. A lot of times girls one of the ways they'll show that they're going to start a period soon is they'll have a tummy ache. Like you have to pick them up, I have a tummy ache, I have a tummy ache. And like, you don't know what it is generally. Like, oh, you have a tummy ache, but you eat something weird. They could be having those very early cramps. And so back to keeping girls in a learning environment, these are great. They stick stick on your skin. They're air activated and they are perfectly temperatured. They say they last 8 hours. I like to think 6, you know,
Yeah,
but they definitely help with cramps. We get a lot of really good feedback from these. So,
yeah.
so something else, especially for tweens, those cramps, you don't want to drug them up and give them a lot of ibuprofen.
And some schools don't let you, you know.
True.
Yeah, so this is another option.
Yes,
And they come 3 in a pack.
3 in a pack.
Yeah, and they're cute.
So check them out on our website.
Cute is always.
Cute is always important.
Prerequisite.
Should we go through our hero product?
Yeah. Do we have any questions first?
No new questions.
Okay, cool.
All right. So this is our, oh, we just got one. What about heating pad? Heating pad's a good option too.
Yeah, if you're at home or if you're somewhere where you can heat, plug it in. I do know that they have the kind of wireless like heating
USB
pads.
ones.
Yeah, that you can do perfect. However, we wanted to give. We're always trying to give a girl something that they can take on the road with them. Like they can be anywhere, at soccer, at tutoring, at ballet, wherever they are. Our purpose is for them not to stop living their life because they're on their period.
Because this, I think we sent an email out about this today before Mary Beatrice Kenner, women stayed home.
Yes, 1957, Mary Beatrice Kenner, first only Black woman who went to Howard University.
HU.
Who couldn't graduate because she couldn't afford to graduate, but she created and invented the sanitary belt that literally
allowed women to have a life,
allowed women to be able to go and live their lives. If we didn't have the sanitary belt, we don't have pads. Like we don't have modern day, at least for
some period of time.
Yeah, some period of time. So
shout out to
Mary Beatrice Kenner. We stand on her strong shoulders. And we work, and it's Black History Month, and we're working. Mary Patrice Kenner needs like
honorarium,
honorary. Yes,
Howard.
Come on, Howard. Come on, Howard. Give it to her. So
I don't hear about that. All right. So in the period kit, not the period kit plus, which is not on sale today, but it's still a great product. We have all 4 sides of pads. The wipes. We didn't talk about the wipes. The wipes and the other ones. Yeah, talk about the wipes.
So the wipes are also in the purple kit, and I apologize. You get what, 5 wipes. And literally, this is because most bathrooms
they brown paper towels that don't absorb nothing. So they literally paper towels.
Yeah,
paper.
It pretty icky.
Yeah.
Like this, can clean up very well,
and they're flushable.
They are flushable, even though we know you should not flush. We don't. Yeah.
But they are.
We want to make sure the environment is cool. So I mean, you can flush them, but you can also just wrap them up and throw them away in the trash.
Yes.
But these also come in the purple kit, and they come in the regular period kit as well.
Yes. And then you get 4 sides of pads. This one has the to-go bag. It happens to be pink.
Oh, let's see. Okay, yeah.
Pink to-go bag. And then also the education book. And there's a bathroom pass here in the bottom. Yeah. But the reason why there's a lot of reasons why I created the period kit, but the period kit is designed to be a centerpiece around which you have the conversation. So if you're able to get this before your child starts their period, you get this. It's made for them as opposed to just going to the store and picking up a pack of Always. And I'm not saying this like do something. So I'm not trying to cast any shame on that. Do something.
I would much rather you do whatever you can do. Yeah. Right. Whatever you can afford, whatever you can do,
or whatever you choose to do,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Please do it, because the point is for a girl to be prepared. That's what we care about. Absolutely.
Oops. Okay. So we're talking about this one. I should have done this before. All right.
Okay.
So this one, it was supposed to be a centerpiece around which you start to have that conversation. So this is great. You get it. You set on the table. You can go through the products. Ideally, you open them. You say, this is how you put it in a pair of underwear. You take the middle strip off and then the wing. So it's going to get all stuck together. And you just have the conversation. I would suggest having multiple conversations, because this is a lot of information coming at you. So if you piece it out and make it bite-sized and start just having the comfortability, this really, in my opinion, creates the ability to have a comfortable environment around just growing up. This isn't about, again, this is my opinion. I don't think this is about reproduction and sex at this age.
No, because we desexualize periods at Scarlet by RedDrop. We're not doing that. just because you're having a period. Yes. Sorry. But yes.
She feels very strongly about that.
Yes.
And I do too.
Yes.
So this is not about reproduction yet, in my opinion. But you can have the conversation on how to care for yourself. And so if this happens at church, if it happens at camp, if it happens at school, you aren't freaked out. You know what to do and you know how to care for yourself. And so this starts the conversation. And again, no matter what size she is, she has everything she needs and she can pick. Maybe I want to sleep in a 4, maybe I want to sleep in a 1. Okay.
She'll figure it out.
She'll figure it out.
Yeah. And I mean, the patience behind just helping her figure it out, you know, they're gonna waste a couple of pads.
A lot of pads.
They're gonna waste a couple of pads, but you want them to figure it out. You don't want them to be at school or at the park or at something and be like, oh, what am I doing? Or asking their teacher, am I dying? Or something like that. That's not what you want. And so while, you know, you brought up a great point, like I often forget to talk about, like literally you have everything here to start the conversation. And we get a lot of questions. I think we just got, how do I have the conversation? This helps you start the conversation along with everything that we have on our social platforms with education about even starting the conversation. So you got it.
You got it.
You got it. We trust you. We know you're gonna do it. Like we got it. It's just really important for your girl's sake because we're 53. We can put it out there.
You just turned 53.
I just turned 53, but so many women come up to us and talk about how traumatic their experiences, their first period experiences were.
So wait, you should do this. By show of hands, I don't know if y'all can do it out. Maybe you can do it on Instagram. Who remembers your first period?
Oh my gosh.
Sure. I don't know if is anybody even still here. Do we know?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Can you
maybe? I'm not sure.
I think it's only 2 people on this one.
Okay.
All right. Well,
every woman remembers their first period.
Oh, she said Harper says she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 99% of people remember their first period. It's a core memory.
It's a core memory. Like
Harper said it was awful.
Oh, Harper. Sorry. Well, Harper, we're sorry. And like I often tell people, like, I wish we were around for you, Harper. But now we're here for all the tweens and teens that you care about, right? And so
Harper could be a tweener teen.
She could be. Yeah. And so we don't know. So I'm just saying, it's just like we get a lot of traumatic stories. And we want to change generationally, have a generational impact of traumatic stories where it just doesn't happen anymore.
Yes.
So that's why we're here.
So should we give any, we are at 45. We should probably wrap this up.
Okay. Well, did you have anything else you want to share?
No, we talked about everything.
Do we have any questions? We're going to do some of this.
Oh, she's an aunt to a teen.
Oh, hey, auntie. Yeah. I mean, do we have any questions that we can answer about any of these products or anything else before we wrap this up? We have committed to doing more
of these. Yes, we have.
To, you know, get to know you get to know us, and you get to know our products, and really the intentionality behind starting this. It was very intentional, and it is still very intentional of why we are here and why we are doing this very hard work every single day.
Yes. So I'll give the call to action one more time. Yeah. And while I'm doing that, quick, I don't know if Malcolm is still here. Quick, happy birthday shout out to you. Happy birthday. Well, it's actually tomorrow. All right. Yes, he is. If you're watching on Talk Shop Live, click the shop button. The Period Kit Plus is 30% off. 30% if you're watching on Facebook or IG, comment the word shop. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description.
And we just want to say thank you for taking time out of your day to join our real first online shopping experience.
And thank you for interacting. This was fun. Any questions?
Yes. Any questions? Our IG family, our Facebook family, any questions? If not, we'll see you
next time
back on the internet, on the World Wide Web.
Bye, y'all.